Rachel. I have to say your name for you. I guess I'm doing all the thing.
We'll say it again. Ready? We're going to do it again. 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Lauren, and this is
Rachel. Don't say and then. Do it one more time. Ready? 3, 2,
1. Hi, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is Two Italian Besties.
But on Cinco de Mayo.
Yes. Yes. And Rachel wanted to go live. She said, do you have a good Mexican recipe? Mexican restaurant just like flows out of my mouth because that's where I always want to go. It's a Mexican. So I said, do I ever?
And it's easy too.
Very easy. So I discovered this recipe in college. It was like my signature dish. Actually, I was going to text my college roommate because she would totally remember this dish. Chicken enchiladas. Super simple. I even remember when I came home from college, I made it for my parents and my brother. My mom had another couple over and she made it. So it's just a really great go-to recipe. So the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven, Rachel, to 350.
No, I didn't do that. So everybody watching on Instagram, I'm cooking with my friend Lauren over on my YouTube. So if you want to watch us together, you can go to the YouTube channel, the link in the bio, or you can just hear her talking to me and watch me following what she tells me to do.
All right, you go where you want to be. So
go where you want to be, exactly. No one's going to force you to go anywhere.
So I wanted to do it last night, but it wasn't happening last night. I got this marinade from Costco.
The garlic expressions.
Have you gotten it?
I've gotten it before. I marinated chicken once and then grilled it, but it wasn't like my favorite marinade of all time for chicken, but it's not horrible.
Okay, well, I love it. I cube the chicken and then I have the chicken to put on salad, put in quesadillas. Super easy. All you do is shake the bottle, pour it over the chicken. So I marinated it this morning and then I decided, because I had a window of time, prior to this, I had an appointment from 1:30 to 2:30. So I had a window of time from like 11:30, no, I'd say like maybe 11:45 to 1:15. Where I was like, all right, I'm going to pre-shred my chicken. So what I did was I put it in the marinade this morning. Then I popped my chicken in the Instant Pot. And it came up on high pressure 10 minutes. And I released it, shred it. I put it in chicken stock in the fridge so the chicken didn't dry out. So I'm going to go ahead and really quickly drain the stock out of my chicken. So
mine, I
keep talking while I go drain.
I will. I put mine in a crock pot and added some different seasonings. I believe I did literally just Old El Paso taco seasoning with some chicken stock in a crock pot. Let that sit. And then, Lauren, when you come back, I want to show you how I shred the chicken. Shout out to Dr. Rhonda for giving me this tool idea. Which is shred the chicken for you. So I'm going to show you when you come back. Let me get that ready.
I'm back.
Okay, perfect. 1 second. So that I can get ready to show you. I shredded all the other ones, but I have one special just to show you. It's so bad. So I took it out of the crock pot. It was in there with the taco seasoning and chicken stock. It goes in this little thing. Now watch this little thing go.
Oh, you got that. You got it off Amazon?
Did you see it?
Boy, you get that on Amazon? Do you know that TikTok?
Yeah. No. And now it's shredded.
Oh, that's
so
new. It's in the dirty dishes right now, but it looks like 2 claws.
Yeah, I've seen that too. This was just so easy. I love it. So I made way too much, but not all. Like the kids don't necessarily love like enchiladas, so we'll have enough for tacos if they just want to make tacos, and then you pop this over here. And then we also like to make Just nachos, basically. So,
Yum. Do you do the trash can nachos?
what's the trash can? Like literally everything, like the beans and all the things together?
It's like a cylinder that you buy and you put all the stuff, you layer it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you like remove it and it distributes.
Okay.
Maybe we should put that down as a future show idea, trash can nachos.
We're making easy enchiladas with my friend Lauren. We are streaming live, which let me check the YouTube, Lauren. Hold on. Don't say anything important yet. We're streaming live on my YouTube. I hope. Yes. And we're live on Twitch.
Whoa.
I think we are. Are we? Who knows? Don't really know. Hold on. Let me just check that. Yep, we are. Fabulous. So go over to YouTube if you want to see Lauren also. Otherwise, you're just going to watch me and hear her voice, which I should probably pin that as a comment.
Do you need to take notes?
Say that again?
Oh, take a note.
I'm going to say go to youtube.com/. Yes, Rachel. So, I think I spelled that right. To watch cooking live. Whatever. How do I pin his post? Whatever. I'm so not like I've got a phone over here, I've got stuff over here, I've got stuff over here. It's a lot. So I'm just gonna put some of that juice that was in the crock pot, just like you had mentioned also, in this shredded chicken, just to keep it moist. Yes. Yeah. And I might add a little bit of extra seasoning also. So if you're marinating yours in that garlic expressions, what seasoning are you adding to it before you shred it or after you shred it or before you put it in the enchiladas?
So this is what I love about cooking, because you can improvise. So I feel like my garlic expressions is enough. My chicken stock is enough for me. But if you like other seasoning, go for it. I will also say for lunch, I had from Boar's Head this French onion Greek yogurt dip. And I also had bought a compounded butter that had roasted garlic in it. And if you're wondering like why I have a faint line on my forehead, I went and got a massage. So it's like laying on my stomach and like just the acid from the onion dip and the roasted garlic bread. I was like, I can't. The recipe calls for one small onion.
Yeah.
I was like, got me take. And my husband doesn't eat onions anyway. So I have found scallions. These are scallions, right? Shallots.
Shallots or shallots, yeah. I say shallots, but.
Do you remember that one sketch, My Shallot? It was like Mad TV. So anyway, that's why I was getting shallot.
No, the most. So if you're watching on Instagram, Lauren has the most, well, even wherever you're watching, because you don't know this, Lauren has the craziest memory. And she'll remember stuff, and I'll just look at her like I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, she doesn't have a good memory, so that's why we're good together.
No, I really don't. So here's the shredded chicken. That's a lot of shredded chicken. That is 4 chicken breasts. Dang. That's crazy.
I did like 2 chicken breasts.
Yeah, I should have just done 2, but I feel like this I can freeze, and most likely my kids will also love quesadillas. So yeah. I feel like that will work
perfect to have that protein throughout the week. So I bought this. What now? I cut you off.
Are you not going to add onions in yours?
I'm adding a shallot. Okay,
so you're going to do a shallot.
Okay, and then like with the Chicago accent, a shallot. So you've got, I just bought because when our cooking show comes out, we talk about the dog. She's 4 pounds. She's less than 4 pounds. So like any peel of anything, she gets sick. So I bought this because I thought it would keep things more contained.
So it's like
that brand Joseph, which I really like their kitchen products. So I'm just there. It's done. So it just makes it like a really easy dice. I pour it in here. And now I'm not worried about shallot.
Okay. So I'm gonna cut some onion, but I don't know that I'm gonna mix it. I like it, but I don't know. Mark, do you like onion in your enchilada?
It'll be baked in.
Like not a lot, like nice small dice? Yeah. Okay, but I should not do it for the kids, right? Okay. I'm going to make some with, some without, and I'm not going to mix it with the chicken then.
You know what? That's a really good idea. I'm going to put some chicken to the side for CJ so that there will be some without anything in it because he has a very sensitive system. I have a sensitive system, but CJ has like an extra sensitive system.
CJ's her husband.
Yes.
Does he eat, like when you cook healthy or when you cook vegan meals, does your whole family eat it or do you cook a separate meal for them?
No, my son likes it. My husband, all he wants is a piece of meat for dinner. So like
keto, is that what it's called? Keto?
Yeah, he definitely just likes protein and fat. He doesn't like vegetables. So okay, that's enough for CJ. That's enough, CJ. So anyway, okay, so I'm just kind of like separating out these shallots. The chopper, I will say, yeah, you have to do this extra step, but it's worth it to not have stuff flying around.
Well for you? Did you like it? Did the chopper work well for you?
Yeah, I did. I've been wanting something like this anyway, and this one was on sale this week, so I was like, I'm doing it. I need to do it for the show, blah, blah, blah. So now Rachel was, because we got together last weekend. It was magical. So good to see her. It had been 5 years.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That is nuts.
Well, COVID.
Gloves, guy. Like I use a lot of gloves, like an excessive gloves. I have a thing about touching things in texture. So for some reason, when I put the gloves on, I can do it faster and make it work. When I don't, I just feel like, I don't know. I just don't like touching things. And then it's bad enough I'm Italian, so I sweat garlic and onions. I don't want my hands to also smell like garlic and onions.
Your stomach can take like all the garlic, all the onions. I'm a little dehydrated today, so I'm going to be drinking while we go.
I should be drinking water, but I'm just drinking the word for it. That counts, right?
Okay. All right. So like
again, Instagram, but you want to see who I'm talking to, and you want to see her cooking with me. Her name is Lauren. She's my friend. We're starting a cooking show together, and we're streaming on my YouTube right now. We'll have our own YouTube soon, but we're working out the kinks. So I'm doing a live a day in May, and every day is basically I'm learning something more and learning how to sort of dial in on how I want to do this, how I can keep up with it, and making it work for multiple different brands, not just my own. So yeah, go to my YouTube channel. The link's in the bio if you want to, but I also understand wanting to just keep scrolling on Instagram, so you do what you need to do. We're making easy enchiladas, which I'm sure if you're Mexican, this is the most people way of making enchiladas. But it works for us. It's quick, it's easy. And so the only different thing I'm going to do from the recipe, Lauren, is I take the actual tortilla, and I'm not going to use the small tortillas. So the recipe calls for the 6-inch tortillas. I'm going to use the bigger ones. And then, oh my God, you're so good. You're grating your own cheese.
Well, here's the deal.
I buy the crappy, waxy, pre-shredded cheese that you probably
Well, the pre-shredding cheese has a flour coating. You can totally use it. I don't know. Well, Rachel loves this box shredder I found at Walmart. So I need a cup of cheese. So this measures, which is super nice. And I don't know. I just felt like I'm gonna bring the box shredder out. She loves it.
It's so good. There you go, shredded cheese.
Well, also, I mean, so this is kind of like my Sunday routine. Like I work a 9 to 5, and so the rest of my life has to happen outside those hours. And my husband, we talked about this in the cooking show. My husband wants dinner on the table at 5. So it's really hard during the week. Like I can't really, he wants dinner going early. So we do a lot of stuff that you can it's pre-made that you can pop in the oven. So Sunday's really my day that I cook and I kind of prepare things. Like I've been seeing a lot of people talk about Sunday reset, and I totally do that. There's just certain things that need to happen on Sunday for me to feel like I'm going to have a smooth week. If those don't happen, it's like, all right, you got to know that you're going to run into a couple road bumps. So
examples of what has to happen on a Sunday.
Like my clothes have to be washed. So I've got my clean clothes. I fill my, I get my gas in my tank so I'm not, running late somewhere and trying to get gas in the car. What else do I do? I do all the grocery shopping on the weekend. And then if I need something, I can just run into the store, but meal prep in my mind, what we're going to eat. So there's got to be food in the house, locked and loaded by Sunday evening. This is kind of an interesting one. So I mean, for those girlies who work full time, it's I shower at night.
Okay.
If I don't shower at night, my morning is just way more hectic. So, those types of things, I like to have those things ready. So to have a smooth week. Otherwise, it's you're behind the 8 ball, as my mother would say. So I shredded the chicken. So all you gotta do is just chop an onion. We're going a little bit slower than you normally would. You just get some shredded chicken. I've seen shredded chicken that you could buy pre-made, but it's very easy to do a shredded chicken. Like I said, I did mine in the InstaPot. She did hers in the Crock Pot. Mm-hmm. My queen, Ina Garten, says that you
love her.
You think about food like you're assembling it. All right, I'm gonna wash all this.
Think about food like what?
Think about cooking like assembling. That you're just putting things together.
Yes. So in that vein, you're washing something. I like to put the enchilada sauce on a plate.
Okay.
I'm also putting it in the bottom of the pan, but I put it on a plate that's the size of the shell, the tortilla. And I don't use the corn. Your recipe you had calls for corn tortillas. I'm not a corn tortilla girl.
Interesting. I am corn. I like the flour for some things, but I prefer corn. I mean, corn is my preference.
Yeah, no, I don't like a corn tortilla. Here, I'm just seeing if I can. I feel like people leave comments and I don't see them. You can watch for comments, but there's not. No one's. Oh, Bree said hi. See, Bree, I have a question for you.
Me? Okay.
Bree is a social media genius. Bree, some comments I don't see on Instagram. Does that mean I've disabled comments, or there's something going on with comments on my Instagram? Did I do something wrong? Yeah, followers only. They're saying, right? I don't even see my own husband's comment. Who that's him. Just leave it, honey. I got it. I love you so much. So Bree, if you know the answer to that. Yes, they're super slow, but I just put a comment up as my husband, and it's not popping up on my feed. So I'm wondering if I have something clicked, Bree, that it's not allowing all comments to come through. So if you have the answer to that, let me know. Okay.
What enchilada sauce did you pick?
Whatever they had at the Kroger. This
right. Well, I go to 5 different stores. So I got this Hatch one. It's organic.
Of course.
I know.
No, I love all the organic.
What?
I said I love that you love all the organic.
You're alive is slow.
It's always on a delay.
You know, because I have a sensitive stomach.
Yeah.
So this one I found doesn't irritate my stomach. It's mild. That's why I go for it. It's organic, great. You know, I don't always get organic based on price. You know, I shop price first, but at the end of the day, I can't be in pain from what I ate. So this one doesn't upset my tummy because it's mild.
Onion in your enchilada? Do you want a little onion or Sophie? I'm asking my daughter. Okay. Right. So I also cut up cilantro because I'm a cilantro fiend. I love
Nice.
So I have diced onion. I have diced cilantro.
So that's what the magic of this recipe is that you can improvise and make it what you want. I need a milder situation because I have acid reflux. I told you guys I already did the French onion dip and I did the roasted garlic butter. So, you know, I gotta pump the brakes on it.
Pump the brakes on the spice.
Pump the brakes on the spice. And so I went with this one. But you're making it your own, putting your own spice in the chicken, blah, blah, blah. So what you're gonna do is just pour half a can of enchilada sauce on the bottom. I'm using this 9x13 Pyrex.
You also have a smaller can than I do. I have a bigger can, but I got the bigger can because I'm going to soak each individual tortilla. So let's get that ready to go.
So interestingly, today I love this one brand of corn tortilla at Aldi. Mm-hmm. And the first Aldi I went to, they were sold out. I was like, ugh, sometimes they sell out. The second Aldi I went to, they were gone. I'm like, what the heck? And then I'm like, oh, it's Cinco de Mayo. What the heck? So what you do is you just put a tortilla down. So I got the last pack of corn this afternoon after my second.
You got lucky.
So these are kind of, they gave me 30, so you can be a little bit pickier with what you're going to do. Okay. So you just put the tortilla down, take, I would say, about an inch of filling across. Now, I've got a lot of filling. Sometimes you've got more filling than you do tortillas, but we'll figure that out. Because I could make it kind of like a lasagna, too. And then you just roll it and stick the seam on the bottom. And that's it.
Yeah, in the recipe it says jelly roll. Does jelly roll mean we don't tuck the ends?
No, you do.
You are tucking your ends.
I tuck the ends, yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, we made this our own, so this will be a great recipe for our cookbook because we could do it two ways.
Wait, let me fix where this camera. Sorry, everybody. Totally did not recognize.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so I put the enchilada sauce on a plate. I soak the tortilla. Then I put the chicken on. I just have to remember which ones are going to have the onion. Which ones are not for the children. But does your son generally eat everything that you cook? Because you like to experiment.
Yes. I have a strange palate, as my father would say.
A strange palate?
My friends would definitely second that. If you're a strange palate girly or boy, comment. Let's hear that. Let's have some representation for the strange palates. When you were like, of course you eat organic. Because, there's a lot of weird food that happens to us.
You should.
So, my son likes like more healthy food like I do. Like he asked for watermelon juice. So watermelon,
so good, though.
And so I'm gonna make him that. I bought stuff for juicing this week.
You make him fresh watermelon juice though, right? Like actual.
Yes, we're gonna do a fresh watermelon lemon juice for him. Just to say
I was making it way too thick. My first one was like the size of a burrito, so we need to take that down a notch.
Right, which is what I like about cooking. Like baking, you have to be so exact, but cooking, it's more of a dance. Like you can improvise.
I'm just getting cheese all over the table. Whatever.
This looks really delicious, like the flavor of. Now I did chicken stock, so gosh, I feel like, don't you feel like when you buy chicken broth, you're like, okay, I use like a cup of this, and then the rest of it goes to waste. That's why I was glad I had the whole box of chicken stock, because when I did the Instant Pot, you just put in a cup of the chicken stock. I get the chicken stock from Costco. You get like a 6-pack, and then you're set. It's at a discounted price. But this looks like so delicious. The chicken stock with the shallot. Giving it right.
And like that's good with the shallot.
I like the shallot, you guys, over an onion for those sensitive people. So yeah, so
an onion is spicier. Is that like the right word, or it's too
more acidic, more of a bite? I just and a shallot is now I sound like I have Tourette's, which I love that TikTok influencer Bailey. So anyway, so I got 2, 4, 6, 7 tortillas. I do some, you can see. I'll do some now. Like,
oh my God, mine are fat.
Well, because you 6-inch corn, girl.
That's true.
Oh, but I'm gonna make a separate dish for CJ, and just make a sensitive person.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can see how cute hers are. I'll have her show them to you again before she puts them in the oven. We need to get a good shot so we can compare yours to mine.
Yes.
Better, so you don't have to make more.
No, I think I'm putting too much chicken in.
Oh, Rachel, you gotta clear the air about a text you sent me last night or yesterday.
Yesterday?
So, all right, we're gonna have, so for all the people out there that work the 9 to 5s and are like, in an office or working with coworkers. All right, I'm gonna show you guys my enchiladas.
Oh my God! Look how fat mine are.
Those are burritos. They're gonna be chimichanga.
I know. I'm making this one thinner. I think this one will be on point.
You know what my husband says, right? I say the word thinner.
You put cheese in it, or is cheese only for the top?
No, I put the cheese mixture in with the chicken and the onion.
Well, I didn't I'm just making them. Maybe I'm just rolling them tight enough either.
What now?
I don't think I'm rolling it tight enough.
Yeah, it just has to fit in the pan. Some of mine are more tight than others. Okay, so now what I do is just take the other half of the can, pour it on top. I mean, this is such an easy recipe, you guys. And if you want to make something that's like nourishing, wholesome, easy, I'm going to get my brush.
Oh my God, what are you going to brush on it?
I'm just going to get this brush of the sauce so it, I'm going to brush the sauce so that it's like evenly coated. But now it seems like I kind of all fell to the bottom. All right, now I'm going to grate more cheese to put on top. Okay, so crucial conversations, what you learn. So my boss at my last job, she worked at a hospital, and everyone in the hospital had to take this crucial conversations class. Yeah. And it was like, this is how we have conversations. This is how we talk. So one of the things is like, don't jump to conclusions. So I sent Rachel the contact information of an editor that I went to high school with. And all I said was, I have a contact for an editor. Because I know sometimes she's looking for people. And she thought it was for, I want us to use this.
What else would it be for?
Just for general knowledge.
Oh my God, I love you.
So you can't jump to conclusions. You should have asked. Or not, you should have asked. Let me rephrase that and not should all over you. Instead say like, hey, do you want us to use this guy? And I'd be like, no, I just thought it was just good for you to know I have this contact. Yeah. Instead, I get this like 3-page book of a text that morning, and I was like, oh my God, it's Saturday morning. I've worked all week. Like, I was like, I can't. And it was like, did you send that text on your computer?
No, I sent it on my texting?
Girl, I was like, I need a QWERTY keyboard to respond to this. Like, my thumbs don't have it in me to like even go through this. So I was like, whatever. I'll tell her when I see her. It was just an FYI. Like, I'm not rushing anything.
Well,
I
I love options, but I've got enough right now for what I've got going on. So thank you. And if we need more editors, I will absolutely reach out to him.
Boom. Boom.
Done. But I'm probably gonna have to like outsource to another country because we're gonna have to get more done faster. I don't know what else to do.
The Simpsons outsourced.
Well, I mean, everybody production outsources to other countries. Everybody here is very expensive, and I don't blame them. Like, be the price that you are. I'm not gonna. Granny just texted me something. Granny, text Sophia so I can read what you wrote. You just said. So the issue with editing long form, it takes time. It's just more expensive. And for some of the people because our show's not going to be that many quick cuts, it will have a lot of B-roll in it. But for shows like Mr. Beast, I mean, if you want a similar frame rate, essentially, where it's pretty much every 4 seconds, I believe, he cuts and then changes his shot up a lot, and then he changes his music. That's like $50 a second. Like, I'm not even kidding. That's how much it costs.
Jeez. Are we gonna start making people hide in like shopping centers for money?
Is that what he's doing?
I don't know. I saw that one. I was like, I would be so scared if they were like, we're gonna play hide and seek, and whoever is caught last gets the most money. I'd be like, I have to pee. Like, I don't. I'm nervous and be like, I'm gonna wet my pants. And then I'm like, I'm gonna get a kidney infection.
I don't know that I can do that.
Like, that does not look fun to me. I mean, I get it. Like, wonderful, especially like if you need that cushion.
Yeah.
Of money, like, or you need. I mean, great. I just don't think my constitution and my bladder could like handle it.
You're not his ideal contestant.
I'm too old. Of
all that I made, so here's my giant burrito enchiladas. I have this much chicken left. You'll be eating shredded chicken for the next few days, so I hope my kids are ready. And I made a huge mess. Okay, so when I put the enchilada sauce on top, am I doing cheese yet, Lauren, or is cheese last?
Here, let me just get something going for CJ.
Yeah, Mom's text. Yeah, well, my days are outdoors too. I actually have a meeting with somebody.
So I put cheese. I put the enchilada sauce, and I put the cheese on top.
Okay, that's all right.
So now I'm going to make a mild version.
Okay. Did you put it in the oven yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. I know that those. Okay. Hold on.
I did one of my like pet peeves. Put something empty back instead of writing down that we needed it. I don't know. I remember doing that and being like, I don't want to be doing this, but I'm just going to do it and put this back empty. You know those days where you're like, why am I doing this? Okay, so now the mild sensitive stomach version. Which, like, I have a friend who just found out they have ulcerative colitis. So you may have just like a system that can't deal with like all this food. So I just sprayed it with some cooking spray. I put down a tortilla. I'll put down some chicken for CJ, and then
on Instagram, she's making a healthier version.
What now?
How are you saying? Is it a healthier version, or it just has less stuff that will mess with your husband's stomach?
Yes, it's I have a sensitive system. I remember actually my husband's grandfather, who he never met, like his wife went in the hospital, and my mother-in-law, rest her soul, cooked for him, and I think she barely put any spice in, and he was like, "You almost killed me." So I guess it's just in his like genetics that like you eat a piece of pepper and you feel like it's your last day on this earth. I don't know.
Duly noted. 0 spice.
Right?
I don't know if I could live with
Their
this.
stomach. So I grated my cheese. I mean, this cheese I think was like $1.69, and it just feels so much fresher. This is definitely a Sunday night thing. Like I would never during the week be like, you know what I'm gonna do? Grate my cheese. But Sunday night, I could do it.
It doesn't get like mushy if you're grating it for the week. So Brie wants to know who you are. So if you're watching on Instagram, I'm trying to get you to go over to YouTube. We're live on YouTube together. You can see actually both of us. It's me and my friend Lauren. We are cooking easy enchiladas tonight. My YouTube, the link's in the bio. It's very easy. I know people on Instagram don't ever want to leave Instagram. Same thing with TikTok. God forbid we leave the platform that we are so down the rabbit hole in. However, I can't do 2 people this way in the virtual studio that I use to record stuff. Stop talking. And so I have to do
Sophia?
Yeah. Say hi to Lauren, Sophia.
Hi, Lauren.
Sophia, I miss you already.
Miss you too.
We found your socks under our couch.
You look ugly. You're beautiful. Don't say that about my daughter. Jeez. I hate when she says that. All right, let's put
I was gonna wear those earrings that you talked to me about, but I didn't. I stuck with the hoops because I wanted to do like a Susie Orman thing and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna put another tortilla over this. Well, wait, I got more. Nah, we'll just add more chicken.
So the leftover enchilada sauce I just put in the fridge. This is done. Garbage. We don't need this anymore. Love it. I made them way too big, but I had a lot of chicken, so I'd rather utilize it than not.
Well, it just goes back to your preference of like not liking a 6-inch tortilla, which is a little neurodiverse.
That would be so tiny. Like enchiladas are.
All right. Is that why? I thought it was like a. All right. All the grated cheese is going on here. Delish.
Really good.
All CJ's version is just chicken, cheese, and a corn tortilla. Like if that irritates your system, like God help you. All right. Put this in. Woo, woo. All right.
They're gigantic and heavy attack.
And it's gonna cook for 25 minutes.
All right, perfect.
Which means I have 25 minutes.
Oh. No, we're not. It's not the Sophia show. Thank you.
Wait,
You already know it's not.
it should be.
No. It's not. I love you, Jerry, but it's not. Sorry.
Sophia, I love you. She's like my little kindred spirit. Like if there's a camera, she wants to be in front of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Correct.
are we gonna wait as they cook? Because I have a surprise.
Oh God. What? I don't like surprises. I like being in control of everything. Really, before she shows her surprise Instagram, if you want to see what it is, go over to my YouTube channel. The link's in the bio.
Ready, please.
Ew! Don't put your fingers back in there.
Well, is it gonna work? You could put the kibosh on it. Do you want to know what my surprise is?
No, it's fine. We'll like surprises. I'll work on my surprise thing.
All right.
You do know, like, I plan my own 40th surprise party, and like, don't put your dirty phone on my banana.
The bananas have peels on them.
All right. Are you ready for my surprise?
Yes.
All right. This is like honestly, like just before I surprise, this is the opposite of my favorite musical, Gypsy, where they're like, sing out, Louise. They're like, move to the side, Louise. Okay. So last week we talked about a soup.
Yes.
And you reminded me of the soup. So while I was waiting for my chicken to come up to full pressure, I prepped some stuff for I want to call it magic soup. But it's like the revitalizing soup. So I thought while we wait for the enchiladas to bake, we could start the soup. Are you down? Or are you like, no, we'll do that?
I don't have any ingredients. The whole point is not me to watch you do the thing.
What were we supposed to do while our enchiladas bake? I love that we could just see the
Bye,
everybody.
Bye, everybody, and then we come back and they can watch us eat it.
Can I talk?
Oh.
No, give me a second. We can talk. I mean, you can make the soup, but it literally is just going to be me staring at you. So I would say goodbye to Instagram. If you guys want to watch her make the soup, you can. I also want to stop this, and we'd have to start again so that the clip isn't as long because it doesn't have to do with what we were making first.
So what are we doing? What do you want me to do?
Have you been diagnosed with ADHD or
I'm in
not?
trouble. Are Sophia and I both in the doghouse right now?
Have you ever officially been diagnosed with ADHD?
No. Okay, so I thought I heard you.
I'm going to say goodbye to Instagram.
Okay.
Because me watching you cook is not interesting. Number one. Number two, I'm going to stop. So we're going to do an outro for this.
Okay.
But I think we should come back when it's done so we can eat. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. All right. So we're
like,
going to
watch you make the soup and talk, but I'm going to do a separate clip.
Okay.
So you're gonna, you know how to go out and come back in? Actually, you don't have to. You can stay right here. I just have to stop it.
So all I have to do is I'm going to stay on live.
You stay right where you are. Don't move. If I do cut this up into something, I need you out of the shot. Move. All right, so our enchiladas are baking. We've got 20. You can see her in the. I can see you in the thing.
No, you can't.
No, I can see you in the reflection. Stop moving. Can you just stop moving, or just go over here? Go over here.
Sophia, you and I should do a show ourselves. Okay, go on.
No, don't.
I
Give
can
her,
banish her finally.
Don't give her more options.
Yes. Give me more options.
Shh, walk away or go go somewhere. Stop chewing. Like literally every mic, like we don't have mics. It's picking everything up. Just stand still. Like just stand still. Okay. So the enchiladas are in the oven. We've got what, 20 minutes, 25 minutes?
Mine have 20 minutes and 41 seconds left.
20 minutes and 41 seconds. All right, perfect. So we're going to come back and we'll let everybody see the final result.
Yes.
All right. If you're on Instagram, go over to the YouTube channel if you care. Thank you. Bye. All right. And then YouTube, we'll be right back. Sit